again, Mike, obviously lethargic start, but then you come back, storm back there with the run. Are you, how do you lead? What kind of taste do you have after that game? I mean, disappointed with putting yourselves in that situation, or more pleased with the fight that you guys showed?
First of all, you got to tip your hat to Morehead because they played a great game. And, I've been preaching all year, you can be beaten by any team. Doesn't matter who they are if you don't come to play. And I thought the start of the game, we was flattened. Like we didn't even want to be out there. But finally, we picked it up when our backs were against the wall. And we made plays coming down the stretch that we had to make in order to win the game. I thought Malik's defensive stop at the end was probably the biggest, defensive play of the night. But at the 7-minute mark, we were down 11, I think. And then our defense got better and we were able to make some shots. We just got to keep working, man. We got to get better in a lot of areas, man. I mean, free throws, three-point shooting. I mean, we're taking enough threes. We're just not making them.
Rabbi on your right and Todd.
Yeah, Coach, why do you feel you guys took so long to really kind of get going, start attacking, and be aggressive?
If I knew that, I could really answer that question. I mean, as coaches, we think we're ready to play every time we step out on the floor. And it didn't happen tonight. For whatever reason, it didn't. But at the end of the day, the guys made the plays that they needed to make to secure the win, and that's what counts.
Todd on your right and Jack.
Mike, you finished the game with a 20-4 run. Within that run, you out-rebounded Morehead 18-5, and within that, Anthony Walker had 5 of those rebounds. Walker was consistent from the beginning. Just kind of illustrate his effort tonight and what it meant.
Phenomenal. He deserves the MVP tonight. I mean, he played 22 minutes at 18 points, 9 rebounds. By far his best game since he's been wearing an Indiana uniform. And we needed every bit of it to win this game tonight. So, he gets the game ball based on what he did tonight. But, again, I'm not taking anything away from Morehead. They played a great game. I'm just pleased that we didn't quit. I could easily throw it in the towel and said, hey, we'll get ready for the next game, but we didn't do that. We kept fighting and was able to get the win.
Jack on your left and Mason.
Yeah, Mike, their guard Lathan, number 2, had 30 points, but he didn't score in the last 9 or so minutes. Just what kind of changed? What was the adjustment there to limit him down the stretch?
Well, we struggled with the pick and roll up top. It's something that we hadn't done all year, and then he got away. I mean, he made some tough shots, and I knew they were going to go to him at the end, and I thought, they got the switch that they wanted with Malik, but Malik just held in there and kept his ground and was able to even block it and tip, his hands on the ball when he shot it. I thought Gallo started to really take the ball away from him some. When he got rid of it, I told Gallo not to let him get it back if he could. And so he was trying in that area to keep the ball out of his hands because he was basically the hottest player on the floor.
Mason in front and Kevin.
Coach, you guys were down 11 at half, and it seemed like it was maybe a shorter conversation at half. You guys took the floor about 6.5 minutes to go. What was that halftime conversation like in the locker room?
Well, again, it wasn't real pretty. I mean, not based on how we were playing. I mean, we were awful, and you got to give them credit because they competed the first half. Our fans don't come out to see stuff like that. I was very disappointed in. We got it going, late, and like I said, in that 7-minute mark, that's when we really dug in and did what we needed to do.
Kevin in front and George.
Coach, with sort of Big Ten sort of approaching the season, I guess right now after today, what is your biggest point of emphasis to your team moving forward?
Can't concern myself with the Big Ten right now. We got a game on Thursday. That's Alabama. They're the next team up. And when we have another game after that, after the Christmas break, and then we start the Big Ten. So we're 2 games away from the Big Ten. I can't concern myself with that right now.
George on your right, last one.
Woody, when you put the effort you guys put into Kansas, I mean, this team's looking forward to Kansas since the schedule came out. Does it often, the next game, is that the game you guys really got to worry about when you play, and it seemed like they came out, they were slow coming out for most of the games.
Great question, Joe. I mean, you know, my thing is, it should never be that way. When you playing this game of basketball, and especially when you playing here at home, you know, you should never have highs and lows like that. And, you know, the Kansas game was a great game. You know, I thought we did a lot of good things in that game, but we just fell short. That doesn't mean you come back the next game and lay an egg to start the game. That's unacceptable, and that's on me, man. I mean, I was very disappointed in how we played the first half. That should never be. And, you know, I just gotta keep working as a coach to get them better, to make sure that we don't put ourselves in that position again.
All right, thanks, Coach.